So today we're going to try something a little bit different. I've been meaning to try racing in this game for a while. Anyone that follows the channel knows I love racing content, whether it's Forza, Gran Turismo 7. So it seemed natural to try it in Star Citizen. Our adventure starts off in Hurston, on the Referral outskirts, which is the first track in a series of races, newly added into the game a few patches back. But before that, I had to pick up a proper racer. So thanks to my friends in the Frontier Consolidated Discord, they've got an active racing community, and bouncing back and forth with them, I landed on the Merlin to start with. It's a great little snub fighter that happens to have pretty good characteristics and atmosphere, and as a bonus, it was super cheap. It was 135,000 credits, which in this patch cycle is just pocket change. Oh man, the NPCs are special in this game. So my first impression when we got to the hangar was just astonishment. Like, the level of detail of ships in Star Citizen is just crazy. And to top it off, the Merlin just looks like a hot rod. This thing is just incredible. On top of its great performance, it's got really sleek lines. I love the design. It's just super stylish.
All I wanna do is get close to you, but you keep on pushing me back. We both know what we're supposed to do. Yes, man, that's a matter of fact. If it feels good.
So through the magic of editing, we're back at Hurston. We're gonna head right over to the racetrack. The good news is this is literally just a 1-minute flight from the city, which, as you'll see, is gonna come in super handy as we start practicing this track. So if you're new to racing, in case you didn't know, all of the information is in your contract manager. And racing is rep based, so you'll continue to unlock tracks as long as you rank up while start racing. So the Lorville track to me was an interesting place to start. This track isn't incredibly technical. It does have a few obstacles and it does have some pretty sharp corners, but it's not a super high speed track, or at least not when I'm running it anyways. But it was a good enough introduction into the racing mechanics and honestly super enjoyable. So this run here is attempt number 4. I've already done a handful of low speed passes where I wasn't really pushing the track and taking it slow and just getting a handle for it. But what's super challenging in Star Citizen versus road racing tracks is you have a whole other axis to be worried about. It just adds another level of challenge and complexity, and it gives you something more to consider. So being new to this, super enjoyable, great experience, highly recommend it. Again, this is just a novice appearance on it. I'm not the best pilot by any means, as you can see as I handle this corner, but overall, it's just unique and it's just something different, and it was surprisingly fun and entertaining to just throw a fighter around a track and really enjoy it. The good news about racing too is I think you can toss basically any ship at it, so you don't need to pick up a Merlin. You can use your starter ship, you can just try it out, see how you like it. People are running this track in like Cutlass Blacks. There's really no wrong way to do it, and while the ship definitely makes a difference, I mean, for starters, just to see if you like it, honestly just try it with whatever you got.
This is my moment to rise. I was born to win.
And on that note, we were brought back to reality. And this is when I first learned that the true racing uniform is basically a hospital gown or the beacon undersuit. But it was clear to me at this point that I just needed to toss myself at it and just get a ton of practice. So that's what I did. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I was starting to get pretty discouraged. To make it worse, you have to fly back to the track after every single wipeout, because this track is not in the Arena Commander mode. I think the worst part about this one was somehow I ended up like the humpback. Ended up walking sideways for the next hour. So for a change of pace, I started getting some footage for this video, and for a while it was going pretty good. I was getting a good overview of the track, but even that came back to a crashing halt. But then just like that, things started to click. So it was finally attempt number 9 where I was actually able to make it through the full course, decoupled, and marginally finish the track. This was a gold run, so 13 seconds still off the pace, but it felt good. Like I felt like I had the track, I felt like a few more runs, and I was going to be good to go. So I took a break, grabbed something to eat, and then came back at it fresh. And just like that, pulled my first platinum lap 2 to 3 hours into the racing scene and learned a ton doing it. It was super fun, it was a different gameplay loop than I've played in this game before, and you've got to try it.
Can I sit next to you?
So to celebrate, I decided to do some light cruising over the Tesla Spaceport, enjoying my new introduction into the racing scene and everything else that this game has to offer. Look, Star Citizen can be frustrating at the best of times, but when it works, it's just phenomenal. So on that note, if you are interested in joining the game, my referral code is up on the screen. There is an upcoming free fly event. It will 100% melt the servers, and your first experience is probably going to be a bit challenging. But if you have a PC, honestly, you should give it a shot, because it is an experience unlike anything else you've played. If you like the content, let me know. I appreciate and thank everyone for supporting the channel, and thanks for coming on this adventure. It was a lot of fun making this video, and I hope to make more in the future. Take care.